See Lil Mario?
Come and rock with me, come rock with me. Can't you see? Four rocks in my hand and CD diamond look like seeds. Angel my neck with that Jesus peak. She be on her knee, watch her give me up so crazily. She call me Mr. Ski.
There you go, man. Let's see what they just talking about.
The others, they would take it to the tower. They're behind us. This ends here.
You hold our future in your hands. Take with you
Let go, let go.
and the hope of the Empire. Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
They're really making a remaster, bro. I never played this one, but I played Skyrim.
Here we are 20 years later. When you think about the Elder Scrolls, to us it goes beyond game franchise.
Yeah, it's the DNA of Bethesda Game Studios.
Obviously, we're working on the 6th chapter here, but what's great about the Elder Scrolls is being able to look back at all of the chapters, Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Arena, and each of them try to define role-playing games and open-world games for their generation.
Fans got so connected with the worlds we've made and these stories we're telling, and it's really amazing.
Oblivion was a real defining moment in the series and for how we make games as a studio. I think when it comes to a remaster, we want people to feel
How did Young on look, bruh?
but it's still a game of its time. You want to keep those bones in place. You want some of that old charm.
Coming back to Oblivion now with this tremendous visual update is absolutely amazing. It's the world I remember, but better.
There's so much there, both.
It looked like we're doing some little
Elder Scrolls
ADR right now, like he really was a
also
fan of it.
This evolution of our games, I think, is really, really important for people to take a look back at.
Looking back and seeing everything we've accomplished in the past 20 years and working with these people, like, it's really special.
Yeah, there are still quite a few people that I've worked with for that long, and it sort of gave me the warm fuzzies.
Oh my God, it's been 20 years? I think the thing that gets me the most is the music. Like when you hear that music at the main menu, there's just like, there's this like flood of nostalgia.
Oblivion is the beginning of who I am. As an individual, as a game developer, it all starts with this.
I don't even think it took me till release to realize how big this was.
People loved it. Like, they loved it.
Such a key moment in our history of making games and the evolution of how we build these worlds, and having players be able to come back and experience
I just watched the documentary on this. It's crazy.
We had that really special moment of coming out into the world for the first time, what that meant to this game.
Every time we think about Oblivion, it's, what if we could give that moment to everybody again?
I was born 87
And how they gonna do
years
that?
ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no
Oh.
king may see.
You're cooking now. Yeah, this an upgrade, bro. That junk crazy.
Whether you're reliving these moments
events or experiencing them for the first time, the world of Oblivion Remastered immediately looks and feels incredible. When we decided
It looked
to
like
remaster Oblivion,
better
we were
graphics,
really
but it
picky about
still
finding the right
moves
partner. From the very beginning
kinda
of this
like the
project,
OG.
we had one rule. We weren't
It
going to do
looks
this
smoother.
if we weren't going to be able to do it right. Our partners at Virtuous went above and beyond to bring our vision to life. The care
Engine
and
5
love
though.
they've poured into the Oblivion Remaster has been absolutely breathtaking.
Welcome to Paris, and welcome to Virtuous.
But Alex Murphy.
Our team here has been hard at work delivering the best remastered Oblivion experience possible. We've worked with Bethesda Game Studios on other projects in the past, so we know what makes that team and their games special.
Yeah, they game look nice.
We wanted to make the remaster more friendly to gamers with modern hardware. This is Oblivion in its most complete form.
Okay.
About time someone got here. Huzzah!
Yeah, they can say huzzah.
Those familiar with only some Elder Scrolls lore will now be able to experience the events that set the stage for Skyrim. You embark on an epic journey to stop the Mythic Dawn cult.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
From unleashing the
What the
dangerous prince
world?
of destruction.
What was the Oblivion?
Like I said, I
Crisis?
never played this one. I played a little bit of it.
Previous Emperor
Like
Cyrodiil,
I've seen the intro of this and
where we only
everything,
ate divines instead of
but I
nine.
never really just stuck my
addition to
teeth
the
into it
core
like I
game,
did with
the remaster
Skyrim.
contains all add-ons, including story expansions, Shivering Isles, and Knights of the Nine, so you get the full experience.
If we're getting all the
On a
DLCs.
personal level, it was really important to me to ensure that we're preserving the magic of the original experience. At the end of the day, we're all fans too.
This is a dream project for me, right? I'm a fan. I have been always a fan.
Well, I played Oblivion for perhaps 10,000 hours.
Oblivion was my
10,000
first Elder Scrolls
hours?
game, and it was one of the games that made me want to be a game developer.
Ain't gonna lie, maybe I did. I don't think I did no 10,000 hours in no game though. That's crazy.
You will find your
But that
own
just
path,
shows you like how much content they got in these type of
blood
games.
and death before the end.
You can play 10,000 hours of this game and not get bored. I saw a video where they had a method of if you click that, you gotta exit out the game if you didn't have the right attribute or the one you wanted. You had to keep doing it over and over.
Since then.
But look at the update though.
The original Oblivion is still the heart and soul of the remaster, but we use Unreal Engine 5 to help achieve all our visual goals. We think of the Oblivion game
Okay.
engine as the brain and Unreal 5 as the body.
Rockstar, y'all see
the
this?
brain drives all the world logic
Everybody
and
else is
gameplay,
doing them
and
little
the body
remasters.
brings
Y'all
to
see
life
this?
The experience that players have loved for almost 20 years.
But it's not just about pure fidelity. We knew we had to preserve the distinct style, making it as uniquely Oblivion as possible.
Okay.
The brush opens a portal into the painting.
I can see why they would say something like that, cause they don't want it to look like Skyrim.
Wonderful place. Good for a visit.
But to be honest, it look better than Skyrim, to be honest, I ain't gonna lie.
Eternity.
We've leveraged nearly every major feature from the latest
Especially in the
version
facial
of Unreal 5.
details.
Our goal was to push the visuals to the next level using the latest technologies. We created brand new, highly detailed character models and stunning landscapes that use millions of polygons in each asset.
They say they jump from the ground up.
Detail in the world. Every single
That's
asset
not
in the
easy,
scene
to,
was
especially if you're
completely redesigned
remaking a
and
game.
handcrafted from scratch.
We
That's not easy,
implemented
bro.
an advanced real-time lighting system that accurately simulates how light interacts with the environment. This
What the
results in
world?
more realistic lighting and atmospheric
All
effects.
this is new to me, bruh,
While
so
the
I'm
original
like, yo,
game
they
had
jump
limited
fire.
dynamic shadows. Now the entire world reacts naturally to light.
Okay.
We used an incredible new lip sync technology that really enhanced performance in our characters.
He left us a warning. Heed it.
And real tools helped us create the base mesh of our characters. From there, our artists sculpt each race individually to adapt it to the mesh, allowing us to share the model, rig, and textures.
Okay.
As a result, all races, including Argonians, Orcs, and Khajiits, are built on the same base mesh, making the lip sync system more effective even when the characters have very different facial features.
Welcome.
Okay, bad.
We have access to so many modern rendering features. You'll see them in something as simple as running through a forest. Insects flying around, fish swimming in the water, light filtering through the leaves. Thanks to these technological
It's a whole nother
advances,
studio, but
you
this is
feel
not the
even
people
more
who make
immersed in this
Starfield
living,
and stuff.
breathing world. You'll really believe you're in Cyrodiil.
I believe you can handle a more complicated assignment. I would like you to retrieve a carved panel from the central chamber of the High Fane.
They always show this part of the game. It must be like a little famous part.
It's not just the visuals that we've modernized in the remaster. It's gameplay.
That's what I want to see, gameplay.
It's UI and UX. It's
Okay.
obvious. We've updated features and systems across the board.
We've changed the approach to leveling, which I think will make a lot of people happy. It's inspired by the leveling systems of both Oblivion and Skyrim, so it's the best of both
Okay.
worlds. We were able to fully recreate the character models, creating a physicality that feels more human. You see that in places like combat animations, where there's a lot more separation between the upper and lower body, and all the animations have more flourish.
Okay.
Combat in the original Oblivion didn't have sound effects, visual effects, or hit reactions. Now you'll get blood splatters, sparks, and controller feedback. You know, it's a little
Okay,
thing,
okay. They
but
cooking,
little
they
things
cooking.
add up to make the combat more modern and engaging.
Yeah, nah. Spider Lady ain't no goddamn. What you called her? I forgot what you called him, Joseph Skyrim.
Perspective now. The original had third person, but there was no crosshair and we felt the experience could be modernized. One of our goals was to have a third-person view that compared to Starfield in terms of playability. Now, the third-person perspective has all the same control you get from the first-person view.
Okay, okay.
You have my ear, citizen.
When Oblivion first launched,
Greetings. How goes it? How are you?
disk storage limits meant we couldn't have unique voiceovers for all the races. So we've gone back and
Y'all got
recorded
unique
new
voices now?
dialogue.
Okay.
Each race represented in the game now sounds unique.
Can't stand the sight of those creatures.
Yeah.
We also made sure to keep in all of the quirkier dialogue.
I really like the way they say hello. Sometimes it's so random and then they just, hi there.
Hi there.
But it's like so nice and creepy at the same time.
Hi there.
Stop. You violated the law. Stop! You violated the law.
Stop, criminal scum.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Cheese for everyone.
Cheese for everyone!
What?
We are going to steal one of the Elder Scrolls from the Imperial Palace. You need to find the reading room. The blind priests will deliver a scroll to you there. Do not speak to the priests. They're blindfolded. I've chosen you because you are the best. Good luck.
Stealth mission?
Stop! You violated the law. Your stolen goods are now forfeited. Then pay with your blood.
Fuck that shit, nigga. I do what I do. That's the type of player I am, though. I'm not gonna pay you, nigga. I ain't finna do nothing. We're gonna be boxing.
Players have come to expect a certain suite of tools and controls.
Like sprinting. Sprinting is an interesting one because it was such a big debate internally among our teams. Some of us were absolute purists, but ultimately, we decided it's 2025 and people are going to want to sprint. In fact,
That running
all
is
of the
crazy.
locomotion has
The
been
animation.
completely redone from scratch, and that has a huge impact from the very beginning of the game.
Every single updated or new feature was implemented with the player in mind. It all comes down to what makes Oblivion, Oblivion.
I heard Oblivion had a lot of problems, glitches, and this other shit that wasn't right. But it was still a good game, though. Fuck the time.
Those are so
And that joint came out in 2006?
How's it go again?
6 or 9?
Picking. You can put a fresh coat of paint on it, but you can't change it too much because it's part of the core experience.
Whether you're returning to Cyrodiil or you're a newcomer,
I'm going to follow you and watch you and
Oh, no.
worship the ground you walk on.
you will instantly feel at home. It just feels better. We've modernized a lot, but it's still the same incredible adventure and the same carefully handcrafted world.
Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting?
Oblivion is a core part of the story of Bethesda Game Studios. None of what we're surrounded by right now would be here if we hadn't made that
Without
game,
Oblivion.
and if it hadn't been the success that it was. The effort that we put into
It was a game of its time, for sure.
The love that
Like-
went into it, I think that comes across on the screen.
At the time, they were calling this the most
worked on
graphically
something that
good
people
game.
care
Like, that was
enough
the best
where you're
graphics
in a
ever.
position where you can remaster it. It's a privilege.
And now, to help introduce this game to a new generation of players, I feel so lucky.
I really think that people, when they jump back into the remaster, they're going to be shocked at just how good the game looks. The Oblivion gates look absolutely incredible, and I think they're just going to find themselves lost in the world.
Even if it's just the music, for example, just walking around for half an hour in the world, you feel something, and that's precious.
You're going back to a world that you've been to before, but it's better somehow. Like, it's an intangible thing, but it's like, it's new, it's fun, like, it's exciting again.
But it's ultimately the same game. There was a lot of respect
I got on that
for
Starfield
what
jacket.
was before, and I think the fans will appreciate that.
From all of us at Bethesda Game Studios
and Virtuous,
we want to thank you for joining us today. Oblivion has a very special place in my heart, and being able to work on this remaster and bring it to a new generation of players
And they
has
drop it.
been an incredible experience. We were too excited to get it in your hands and didn't want to just show it off to you and then make you have to wait.
Drop it, bro. Drop it,
My
bro.
job is that I get to be the one to announce that the Oblivion Remaster will be available today.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I like the developers who announce the game and then drop it the same day, or drop it a day after. Like, y'all announce the game that gotta drop like 2 years ahead. Like, come on, bro. Ain't nobody trying to wait no 2 years for no game, bro. That's 2 years of my life right now, man.
This is the 27th of last seed.
They cooking.
The year
They
of
cooking, man.
Macintosh 433.
Like, nobody ain't trying to wait no 2 years for no game, but drop that shit today.
And the final hour
And they made it look good.
of my life.
It wasn't no GTA 3 Vice City San Andreas remaster. They really like remastered that motherfucker.
Beyond which no waking eye may see. This is only
Let's
the
go.
Worse
It's only
is
the
yet to
beginning. They put that right there for a reason. They said it for a reason, man. Holy.
Time of cleansing draws nigh.
Who now will save us from the coming darkness? Here you must find your own path.
Remember the Emperor!
Find him
Let's go, man.
and close shut the jaws of oblivion.
Oblivion. It's up for a special gameplay stream. When today though? Are they like now? Then it's on Game. Okay, bro. Yeah, they cooking up, bro. That shit on Game Pass. They cooking up, bro.